You know, it was a fantastic feeling after the Dublin victory, and you know, we enjoyed that for a day or two until Jim got us back in, got our feet back in the ground, and we realised we have another tough challenge ahead of ourselves. And those winter months after the defeat in August to Mayo, you know, there was a lot of hard questions asked of a lot of players, and a lot of players were questioning whether they had the stomach to come back for it, you know. But Jim was back on board, you know, and a new management team, so there's a little bit of freshness there at the beginning of the year.
It's been a funny enough year, I suppose. We had you know, tough first round and semi-final against Antrim and Ulster. We haven't started well there, and then in the Monaghan game I suppose we started a bit better, and fairness, Monaghan came back at us, but we seemed to control that game, which was a good thing. And then in the quarter-final against Armagh, another Ulster team, you know, we were lucky to get the win at all, to be honest with you. It took a lot of composure, I think, to come back, which was the big thing for myself, you know, was seeing, you know, the lads sort of composed in front of goals, working scores, and I think the same was to be said for when we were 5 points down against Dublin.
I suppose a lot of people like ourselves, you know, they would have given Kerry a chance going into the game against Mayo, but I think most people expected Mayo to come through. And then after the drawn game, most people probably thought Kerry missed the boat in that one. But when they went down to Limerick, you know, Kieran Donoghue rolled back the years, turned in his best performance in a number of years, and when you have a player the likes of James O'Donoghue and beside him, you know, they're always going to have a massive threat on your goal. So that's something that, you know, we're going to be paying close attention to in the lead up to the final.
We have an advantage in the sense we've beat the All-Ireland champions, and like maybe it isn't an advantage either, but I think the two games that Kerry had against Mayo is a distinct advantage, you know. In fairness, we watched both of them and they were exceptional games of football, and the pace of them and the physicality of them, you know, it was brilliant to watch, and I think they having them behind them is a big advantage.
And Jim's team and the Donegal team, you know, every defender is encouraged to go forward if you can, and you know, I was lucky enough the last day against Dublin to get forward, and you know, got the pass and plenty of space, so it was an easy enough score to take. But as I say, every man's pushing forward, although they may not get on the end of the scores. You know, that they're there to set up the scores for the forwards that are there. In 2011 we did realise that we weren't going to win games by defending alone, so we put a lot of work into attacking play, so that has paid dividends now in 2012 and again this year.